Alright guys, hello and welcome. If you're watching this video, you're interested in writing maybe some of your own materials or even a book or textbook, right? So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to write a book similar to what you're seeing here. First, in Microsoft Office Word. Second, the next video in the series we'll talk about how to get that into Canvas and get that interaction, okay? Pretty easy. Total time, watching time is 15 minutes. Okay. All right. So here we have a Office Word document. To replicate building a book, we need some text. So I go to loremipsum.io. In loremipsum.io, you can just grab some random text. It's Latin, but then you can paste it in. Here you can see pasted the text only. It's important to choose that option so that you don't get a lot of the background colors and stuff. So, all right. So let's just copy some of this text and paste it several times throughout the document so that we have several pages worth of material to work with as we're replicating this idea of writing a book. All right. You'll notice down here in the corner we are changing the zoom for the page. That allows us to see multiple pages. If you don't see that, you can go to View and then select the multiple pages button and it'll allow this. Right, so let's enter, we're going to go to the Insert tab. Let's insert a title page, and that was easy. You can go in and modify that later. We're also inserting a blank page. Later, we're going to have this be a table of contents. So we'll work on that in a second. We can also, under the Insert tab, insert a header and footer. When you insert a header, you'll notice here up at the top that we've got header on each page, and as we type, that header is showing up on all of the pages. Once we're done, be sure and go up and select the Close Header option right there. Now you'll see that it's at the top of all of the pages. So that was pretty easy. Let's do a footer. Same thing, except we'll go back to the Insert tab, select Footer, down to the bottom. Let's pick a footer, right? So something simple, how about this one? Right, so you'll notice it automatically plugged my name in. You can go down there and click on that and change it if you'd like. All right, so we have the footer. You can just go back up and close the footer, that big X up at the top. Let's take a look at prepping our table of contents. Before we put a table of contents in, we need some titles, we need some headers, right? So we're gonna take a moment, we're gonna put some headers in, okay? So let's do a couple of chapters and a couple of sections, right? So here we are, chapter 1. Go down here, enter another chapter. Let's say another chapter 2 is going to start here. Again, this is all just kind of getting a feel for how this might work. So chapter 2, let's add a couple of sections. Let's see, let's go up here, add a section here. And one more down below. We'll put a section under chapter 2. There we go. All right, so we have a couple chapters, couple sections. All right. Now, let's say chapters usually don't start in the middle of the page like this, right? Chapters start on a new page. So let's take a look at page breaks and see how they can help us format our document. So again, if we go under Insert and select Page Break, wherever we have that cursor, it will start a new page, right? So so chapter 2 is now on a page. Let's go to that section 2 there and select New Page, and it puts section 2 over at the top of a new page. All right, chapter 2. Let's see, where's chapter 2? Oh, we've got chapter 1 and 2. Oh, the other section that we need to do. This section 2 here, new page, push that over. You'll notice once we zoom out, just doing that really makes this look more like a book format, starting a new page. All right. All right, and we're just going to add one more blank page at the end for some source material after the fact. Okay, so the next thing that we need to do, let's page numbers, right? Pages need page numbers. This is really easy to do. Under the Insert tab again, we select the page number option, and let's choose outside. That way it puts the page numbers on the outside corners. If you print, you know, you open up the book, you want the page numbers down there. Okay, so let's get back to the table of contents then. So we need to go to these sections, Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Section 1, Section 2. And we're going to select Heading 1 for the chapters. Then we're going to select the sections and select Heading 2, because it's a subheading of the main heading, right? So we're going to go in and do that for all of our chapters and sections. We're identifying them as Heading 1 or Heading 2. After that, we go over to the References tab and click on Table of Contents. Select the style that you want, and it will automatically build out your table of contents, right? So for a book, obviously we want to do that. So that's pretty simple and easy. The next thing, Works Cited. So a similar process, but we're going to do it on the last page. As you work through your document, you will add cited material, right? So here, if we were to press the Insert Source option, we could build out our sources, right? They show up in our text. They show up in this list of citations on the side, and right. So I'm just going to delete this source here real quick. Once I have all the sources in there, I can go to References and Bibliography, and I chose Works Cited. So it puts in a Works Cited page, right? So we're just kind of talking over this, not the details of it, but you just saw there how it could be done. All right, so you see here, our book is taking shape. It's really missing some images though. To do that, I've taken a couple of Photoshop images and also some images from Pixabay. I really like Pixabay because it has images that are free use. You can use them. The licensing on it is public, so not a problem there. You notice with this image, we placed it and then right-clicked and chose an image wrap option or text wrap option. And we chose tight. Notice how it wraps around the image there. All right, let's say that we want a header. So I drag a header image in there. I can right-click on it and choose a shadow for that image. So that gives it a little pizzazz, I guess. But if you right-click and get into image properties, you can add, you can round the corners and do all kinds of cool stuff with the images. All right, so we're just going to go in and place a couple of images. Notice once the image is placed, we're always right-clicking and then choosing the wrap, the text wrap option. On this the koala option, we wanted the text to wrap up on the top and bottom, not necessarily around it. Okay. Obviously, these photos are hot on Pixabay right now because of the fires that are happening in Australia. All right, if we zoom out and take a look at what we've done, you'll notice that our book is really taking shape, right? So we have a title page, we have table of contents, we have images, we've got our text, our new chapters, our sections starting on new pages, and even a Works Cited page. Right, so we're pretty much to the end of the formatting for our book. Right? So in the next video, we will talk about getting this into Canvas and the different ways that we can put it into Canvas and also make it interactive. Okay, let's see. Before we do though, let's see what a table looks like. We've seen images. We use tables, we use infographics and such, so we're just going to put a table in here just for visual purposes. What does it look like? It's always good to give it a little color, right? So here we are giving the table some color. And yeah, so now let's zoom back out, take a look at this, and there we go. So now we have even a table / infographic in there. The textbook really takes shape and form really fast, right? When we look at this in Canvas, we'll look at it as a docx file, we'll look at it as a PDF, and we will also look at it in the interactive form where students can click and it'll flip the pages for them. So stay tuned for the next video and come back and watch that, okay? For now, that's it. Go back and watch the video and try some of this stuff out, the formatting and such. Place your own images and whatnot in there. You can even grab your own text from loremipsum.io. But that's it for this tutorial. Brief overview of what can be done to quickly and easily build your own book or source material for your courses. So that's it for now. Talk to you later.